and welcome to the Evening Review. My name is Sukhane Tlhache. Let's take a look at today's front page. Good evening and welcome to the Evening Review. My name is Sukhane Tlhache, and joining me in studio this evening is Pau Pau from the Affirmative Repositioning Movement. Welcome to the Evening Review.
Good evening, Sukhane.
The AR is applying to become a movement with the Electoral Commission of Namibia. What has prompted this move for you to register as a movement and perhaps not as a political party?
Okay, Sukhane, I think the writing is on the wall. For the past 30 years, we have given enough time to the regime to sort themselves out, but they mess up the whole system. So that's why we decide to register as an organization with Electoral Commission of Namibia. So we start catering for our people.
Okay, but now is there a difference in thinking in terms of you now going there as an organization and not a political party? Because most of the or all of the parties that go there register themselves as political party. What was the thinking behind registering as a movement?
Okay, as we are registering under Section 148 Act 5 of 2014 as an organization, which require us to have 250 signatures in a certain local authority for us to register. So we partake in the election for local authority, but as we are not going there as a political party, but just as an organization, because we are, like for this one, just registered for AR Windhoek. We didn't register for AR Namibia. Okay. Yeah, as in case like SWANU or COD or what, we just registered as just like those ratepayers association. Okay. Just an organization under Section 148.
Okay. Now, would you have structures or branches under this organization that you're now sort of seeking to establish?
With each town, they are going to have their own structures. But as for now, we just have interim leadership, yeah, which is going to take care and look after the whole process.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what do you believe your chances are of making an impact in the upcoming local authority elections?
What a wonderful question. Yeah, it's up to the people of Namibia if they still want to go down the drain or they want to get out of that. Yeah, we are now putting the ball in their hands to see if to vote for AR or to vote for the old regime. That's still and continue messing up things. Yeah, it's now up to them, to the people of Namibia to decide which way to go. It's either to get out of this or to still get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, are you using this as a platform to sort of test yourself to see whether you're going to stand in the 2024 national election?
No. For now, we are just talking about 2020 election.
2020 election.
Yeah. So local and regional finish.
What happens then after the elections? What is the thinking in terms of growing the movement or the organization after the 2020 elections?
Okay. After 2020, heading to 2024 now.
No, in those years now, after the elections have taken place, and you've probably won a seat on some of the local council or not. What is the thinking beyond 2020 now?
Okay. As you all heard that last year in September we had a press conference in Windhoek where Dr. Job announced that he's going to stand as a mayor of Windhoek. So we decided to put the whole Namibia under construction. Because everything is in a mess, so we decided to reconstruct and regain the lost dignity of our people. Yeah, as you have seen, every time people are just having their ghettos being demolished by city of Windhoek. People are not being given rents. Rents are just given to the elites. Foreigners are coming to Namibia. We are now renting to foreigners. Our students are, most of our students are living, let's say, in Windhoek West, where most of the varsities are. But those students are paying, let's say, 5,000 a month. Those varsities don't even have accommodation. They didn't provide accommodation to our students. So the situation is getting worse every day. So there's just no solution to this. I think we have given the regime enough time to sort themselves out, but they didn't prove themselves. So that's why we prompted us to register as an organization, just to take over the system.
To take over the system.
Yes.
And then you said that there was an interim council or interim management. How did it come about? Who are the people that are serving currently, or who are heading the organization? In what capacities are they heading it? And how did you go about choosing the system?
Okay, let's talk about Windhoek, because for now we have just submitted the application for Windhoek. We only have a chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, and a chairperson to human resource. Yeah, if not mistaken, I think. Yeah. So we each town is going to have its own interim until a certain time when we are going to call for a conference to vote for a leadership now.
Okay.
Yeah, but for now we're just going for that interim leadership to take over and look after everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after everything, then we are good to go.
How long is this interim leadership expected to serve AR?
I think we are planning to call a conference next year, somewhere early next year, maybe somewhere in February, March there. Yeah, immediately after election, after we sit down and we sort out everything. So we are going to call the conference. Then we vote for the permanent leadership.
Okay.
Yeah, for the next 5 years again.
Okay.
Yeah, but for each town, let's say AR Windhoek is going to have its own leadership. AR Ondangwa, AR Ranyamun, just like that. Yeah, it's not like the head of Windhoek is going to be an umbrella of everything. Yeah, so each town is going to sort itself out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what has been happening to sort of establish now similar movements in other towns? Well, I mean, you said now you're only focusing on Windhoek, but now to establish AR Oranjemund or AR Walfish Bay, what is the conversation around that?
Yeah, we don't really want to go into the details, but as we are talking, our activists are already busy with different towns, because for now we just finished Windhoek. So Windhoek is an umbrella for everything. So we have already deployed our soldiers in all towns. Our activists are already doing their job there.
Okay.
Yeah, for them to register in their towns.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm not saying all of the AR activists, but at least a considerable number of AR activists are still members of SWAPO. How does that now bode, being involved in AR and perhaps also being involved with the ruling party?
Yeah, most of our activists have been SWAPO members for the past 30 years. But when you call them in and see the situation continues to get worse, you see? Yeah, so with SWAPO is just trying to sort themselves out. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about SWAPO. Yeah, because I came here for AR.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, but we decide enough is enough. Yeah. So that's why we came up with an idea of registering AR as an organization to partake in election.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you go on to you will see with social media, for example, your party or the Economic Freedom Fighters would have a lot of followers on Facebook, a lot of followers on Twitter, but when it comes to the actual voting, the numbers do not correspond. Do you have similar fears that you could have a lot of support on social media, but that this will probably not trickle through?
No, we don't have a similar fear. For November, we'll leave no stone unturned. We are going to make sure that we mobilize everyone to vote for AR. Even the president himself, we are going to mobilize him or to talk to him to vote for us.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be clear on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what type of development agenda are you going to be driving as affirmative repositioning?
First, we want to sort out, let's say, about land, affordable housing. Then we look into employment creation. Let's say if we talk even about Windhoek itself, we have city of Windhoek, whereby there's city police. But the duty of city police is just to wake up and go and harass and intimidate our our fellow citizens in their locations. You'll just find them in those informal settlements, but you'll never find them in those suburbs like Klein Windhoek, Ouwersbridge, or whatsoever. So, what we are looking into is let's say to expand the even the number of city police for them to combat crime, not just for them to be commanded to go and harass our people. That's not what we call job. We want something that's at least people get being employed to go do something, not just to wake up and being commanded by city superintendent just to go and harass the people. What is that? No, we are not going to do that.
Okay. And then the persons that are going to be standing for you now in this election, in this upcoming election, how were they chosen, or is there still a process for you to, you mentioned the interim council, but just give us a brief sort of sense of what happened behind choosing the persons that are going to be standing for you in the Windhoek by-elections later this year.
Okay, let's say for councillors.
Yeah.
Okay, as it's clear, as long you are just going to vote for AR, whereby AR is going to submit its list, the list of its councillors to ECN, whereby within that list is where we are going to have, let's say if we manage to have even 9 seats or 10 seats, or we scoop everything, yeah, that's the leadership is going to be out of that list. But for now, we don't have names out there. The only name we have is just for Job as a mayor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now
the rest will come later in future.
Okay, now, but for persons who may be interested and who have been supporting affirmative repositioning, they would probably want to know, except for Dr. Job, who's obviously painted himself as a future mayor of Windhoek, or city of Windhoek. Who are the other people? I mean, we would be curious to know, or how soon will we know who these persons are?
Yeah, the right time will come when we are going to announce that.
Okay.
But for now, all I know is just that we have Job as a candidate for mayor.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much for joining us on Evening Review.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. That was Pau Pau from Evening Affirmative Repositioning. Thank you for tuning into Evening Review. Good night.